Alright, welcome back. And I have been hard at work. So I have upgraded this to where we now have 2 crushers. We have 7 miners. And our current bottleneck is right here. This thing is just not producing enough. So I need to get another ore sorter put in for that, which I didn't really leave enough room for. So I'm probably going to have to change it around a little bit. But you'll see our tin is now done. I've already got the tin setup done down here. So we got 3 miners doing vibonium. I only hooked up one of the ore crushers because currently we don't need that much tin. Well, we do need a lot of tin, but we don't need it that quick. But I made sure to leave room for the extra crusher, unlike the extra ore sorter that I should have left room for upstairs. Listen to me, upstairs. I'm not doing GT6, I'm doing Factorio. Up above. Up north. And the silicon is just getting put in a box right now, which I checked it out. And again, FNEI does not like looking for the actual ore. So I looked at the ingot, which comes from the ore. And if you look at the ore, we can make glass. We can make a glass mixture, but that's eventually. And then we're going to have the processing. We can make cement out of it with lime and other stuff. And then we have the actual ingots, which we can use to make buells eventually, if I remember correctly, at some point for circuits. So it's going to be necessary, just not currently. But let's go ahead and get up here and turn on the tin processing. As I said, I don't think we need that much of it, so I didn't set up but just one inserter, so it'll be a bit slow. And you'll notice we have a lot more coal on the belt. It's because I actually ran out of power. So I came down here and made this funky contraption. So basically what this is doing is this miner is producing coal that feeds into these 2 miners. Eventually, when I have to move this one forward and this one forward, it'll do the same thing here. And I just decided, since it's just sitting there, let's go ahead and put it on the belt and let that run as well. I'm only using burning miners down there because I have them. And I don't like to be wasteful, and there is no recycling recipe for them. I did find a mod for that, but if I add that to this pack, I'm going to have to add the mod that doesn't give you a starting pistol, because you'd be able to recycle your pistol every time, and that would suck. So I'm thinking about that, haven't decided yet. I really hate the fact that burning miners are completely useless once you get into electrical age. There's another issue I found that I got to check out, because we had this issue before. We ended up with like 800 in each one of these fences, or each one of these furnaces, but the assembler maxes out. I don't know why the furnaces don't max out. And I also noticed that this chest of stone dust has 4K a stack. It's great for things like that, where I just want them to sit there, but it's horrible for the fact that the furnace can hold that much. So I need to look into why I'm able to put that much into a furnace, because that really makes this a bit of a pain in the butt. And I think the copper is actually doing the same thing. Yeah, I've got 4K copper just sitting up here because I still haven't gotten the bus made yet. Still getting around to that. But I wanted to get the copper going, because with the copper I can now upgrade to the new the yellow transport belts, and I think that will help a bit in some of my places here. And that issue also is dealing with this. I got 2K belts in here, so there's got to be something that is allowing specific things to stack to enormous amounts, and I don't know what it is. Let's go look at research and see what we're going to be doing next. So I was looking right here, and this is the greenhouse. That's how we make wood. And you can see that it gives you a recipe to make trees into wood, and you get the trees from sapling and water in the greenhouse. And the greenhouse takes glass, so we're going to use a little bit of our silicon for that. But a prerequisite of that is garden processing. And the whole time we've done this, I have never found a need for this, because I don't think I've ever found these gardens. But we're going to go ahead and get that done just so we can get into the greenhouse. And then I may start looking at these unlocking these ore silos. They're going to take basic chemistry, coal processing, and then we can get that. We need to get this basic chemistry done so we can make our electrolyzer and start making steel. And there's longer inserters. I definitely want to get that soon. So probably going to do the greenhouse, then this, and then into the basic chemistry. And then we also wanted to look at look at lead. There's lead. So lead is going to take basic chemistry, and then we can do lead, and then we can change over our bullet processing to copper and lead instead of iron to save on our iron. I will be doing everything that saves on iron. I will probably be doing in this playthrough, because I know from later playthroughs that iron can tend to be a bit of a bitch if you do multiple processing like I am here. And also we are out of power, so it is time to do a bit of a power upgrade. This is that burning electric generator I was talking about. I'm not going to use that. There's also a burner generator. But I'm going to stick with boilers, so let's get another boiler made and 2 more engines. And we're going to plop this in right here. We're going to have to move that electrical pole over there. And I need a burner inserter. And we're going to just run that over like that. And then bring it back up that way. And again, this is going to get taken out of here really, really soon. Alright, there we go. Now everything is slowing down. So now we're up to 1.9 megawatts from steam and only 20 kilowatts from our wind. I'm probably going to build a few more wind to put in here. They're not really expensive, and just kind of run them along some of these longer electric lines that I have. I'm not going to go crazy with them, but I think I'm going to make a few just to give me some basic unfueled power. That's where we're at right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the bus started and get to the tree processing, and then we can actually start automating things, because we cannot automate, I do believe it's these. No, those are just iron. We can't do the undergrounds without wood. And we can do these without circuits, so we'll be okay with that. But we can't do these without circuits. So we need to get to these circuit boards, which also take wood. So I'll look into that and start getting it hooked up. And I will see you guys in the next one.